What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have an exciting unboxing to dig into for you. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying for the day. Thank you to Kubey for sending this in for us to take a look at. It's been quite a long time since we've had a Kubey sent into the channel, but I am excited nonetheless. So I believe this is a new model for Kubey, the KU361A, which I'm not sure what the model name is, but I think it is definitely safe to assume this is a new model for them. I have never seen this one here before. We are looking at a Hydra design. Definitely a unique aesthetic right out of the box. We have this very thin, elongated handle here, going to be textured G10 with a geared G10 backspacer, ultra deep carry pocket clip there, and I don't know if that's going to be, it looks like, no. I don't think that'll be able to be, can that be reversed? That might be able to be reversed. If that is flipped, yeah, that might work. I'm not sure. That might work. Let's get this blade out of here. So we're definitely looking at a unique design. This is not going to be for everyone, that is for sure. This is definitely going to be more for poking and piercing. Look at that blade stock all the way down to that tip. It maintains a fairly thick blade stock, so definitely going to be for piercing, poking, and then slicing after the fact. We got good access to the liner there. Very early lockup. We're looking at 10-15% there. Very easy to get to and disengage. We are perfectly centered up there. A lot of people will whine, complain, and moan that it is not using the entire handle for the blade here, but that is not one thing I complain about, especially when it's as minimal as that. If it gets out of hand as far as ratios, then I could see, complaining about it a little bit. But I'm not one to complain if the handle's a little bit longer than the blade. Definitely going to have plenty of room to move around on that handle. We're going to be looking at 14C28N for the blade steel there. Very small and out of the way. We're looking at a stonewash finish. Looks very, very good. Look at that blade stock. Little bit of jimping here to kind of help lock you in. Let's go ahead and get our issuing stitches Hank out here, and we will see what this thing looks like in the pocket. And it is going to carry very, very deep there. I'm going to guess these are going to come in at a very reasonable cost, probably around $50, or at least somewhere in that ballpark. And hopefully I'll have a link down below and possibly a coupon code for you. Double check down in the description. I think Kubey has kind of revamped and reset some things up, and maybe that's why I haven't heard from them in a little bit. But I think and hope we should have a link and coupon code. So double check down there and see what is going on by the time you are seeing this video. So how large is this knife here? Let's get a quick measurement. We're looking at 3 1/4 of cutting edge, just shy of 3 1/2 on the overall length of the blade, and then we're coming in just shy of 8 inches. We are 7 15/16 strong, which is going to put this in that full-size knife category. Right there at 8 inches or more is going to be a full-size knife, in my opinion. Definitely has a nice snappy detent. Light switch is really good. Push button is very good. They jimped that nicely all the way around. And that's one thing Kubey does not disappoint on, is in the action department. They typically always have solid detents and very good closing action. As thick as that blade is, it's a very short and thin blade going out to that tip, so it makes it a fairly light blade. But even with all of that, it is very snappy and will drop to the thumb and then a couple of shakes to get it closed. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. It almost reminds me of a stiletto, but this has this handle here, almost like it's for a bunch of extra reach if you were to need it. I'm wondering if that's the design philosophy behind this, is purely a poking knife. That's what it really, the shorter, extremely pokey blade with the thicker blade stock, it really lends itself to being a piercer, and I wonder if that is the intention for the design. So why don't we see what kind of edge they put on this 14C. And it is very, very sharp. Nice. Right out of the box. Buttery sharp. Buttery. And then poking. No question. This thing is going to be a poking, slashing machine. So one thing I am concerned about, though, possibly, is that lockup. We have very early lockup. Not a cause for concern, but in my experience, the earlier the lockup, the easier it is for that liner or that lock to slip off the tang. But it's been proven time and time again, you can have extremely early lockup like this, and it can be just fine. So we have no up and down play, and we have no side to side play. That thing is locked up. Very, very good. So let's give this a good open. Let's see what we got. Couple of taps. I think that would have done it right there. Yeah, that would have definitely done it. One more for good measure. Yeah, that's good. Very good. That's impressive. Look at that. That is no more than 10 to 15% right there. So another prime example of early lockup does not mean it is a cause for concern. Early on, that's what we kind of initially thought with some designs, was the earlier lockup was causing that. But as time has went on, I have tested knife after knife after knife that has early lockup and has been completely fine, just like this one. So another solid budget knife coming in from Kubey, which is nothing new. I think if you like this design, you need something that's more pokey, stabby based. This will be a good option to take a look at, because Kubey has a really good record when it comes to building a solid knife. Whether budget or their more expensive stuff, they do a very good job when it comes down to it. And 14C G10, I'm going to guess this is going to be pretty affordable. 40, 50 bucks, somewhere in there. Like I said, double check down below and see if we have a link and coupon code. Hopefully I do by the time you are seeing this. I think the old one I had has kind of expired or been erased at this point. You guys will have to let me know, what do you think of the new Kubey coming in here from Hydra Design? And let me know if there are any newer Kubeys, budget or premium, that you have seen very recently that I should maybe consider taking a look at. Love hearing from you either way. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I will catch you on the next one.